Hey, it's Donny A. So I've been playing guitar for just under 10 years now. And for the first time in my life, I've lost interest and feel like I've gotten burnt out playing guitar. And I know this happens to a ton of people, so I kind of want to talk about this. And I'm going to talk about one of the main, well, there's really two main reasons and maybe a third, but I don't know if I'll get into that. So the first thing I want to talk about is like, over the last 10 years, like I have just learned and learned and learned like everything I could to keep myself challenged, because if you keep yourself challenged, you're going to keep yourself interested. And that's true to a point. So the reason I say that's only true to a point is because this is part of the reason I feel like I've lost interest and gotten burned out is because, I watch YouTube too, plenty, and I've watched some of these guys that talk about playing solo gigs, and I've played solo gigs in the past and they've went fine, but I listen to a lot of music that like people don't know. Um, and I just keep hearing like, oh, you need to, if you're going to play solo live, like you have to play the hits, you have to play songs that people know. And like when I was in college, high school, like I was the guy who didn't want to listen to the music at all the parties that I went to, like all the mainstream stuff and everything. Like I could never get into it. Like I listen, like two of my favorite musicians are John Craigie and Ryan Montbleu, who are like folk singers, like just give me an acoustic guitar and some great lyrics and that's all I need. So like I don't really get on with a lot of the mainstream stuff, which is fine. Like I do like a lot of classic rock. I like Grateful Dead, and I know Grateful Dead's not mainstream, but people recognize it. And when I played live, like it was fine. Like I added originals in there and people said I sounded great and everything. And you know, I didn't play a lot of the hits, but I played stuff that people know. But I keep hearing like, oh, you got to learn like Take Me Home, you got to learn Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison. I love Van Morrison. Used to play Brown Eyed Girl. I'm kind of bored with it at this point. So I'm not trying to hate on it. I'm just saying like those types of songs, like the very mainstream songs that like everybody knows. Everybody says you got to play those. So I'm like trying to learn these songs. I'm just trying to up my song list. And I probably know like 75 songs that I can play like all the way through well. And I've learned hundreds more that have just fallen off the list because either I couldn't sing them or whatever. But like I'm trying to up my song list, so I keep trying to learn songs that I think people want to hear. And I mean, to be frank, I don't care about these songs. Like I wouldn't really listen to them on my own. Like they don't give me any juice when I play them. Like I'm sure I'd get some juice if I played them in front of people and there were people singing along. But otherwise, like I don't care about them. So like I'm like, it's making me lose interest because I come down and I play Take Me Home by John Denver, and no offense to John Denver or the Take Me Home fans, but like it doesn't do anything for me. So I'm like I feel like I'm wasting my time learning these songs I don't care about. And I think if you're going to go into a bar and play music, like yes, people want to hear songs that they want to hear, but like if every single musician goes in there and plays Take Me Home like every night, like the regulars aren't going to want to hear it anymore. And I think they would rather watch somebody who's actually passionate about the music they're playing. So like one thing I just want to say is like I think it is very important to keep learning and keep being challenged. But like you need to learn things that you actually want to learn. And you need to learn music that you want to learn, not stuff that you don't care about. Because stuff that you don't care about is going to be the quickest way that you're going to put that guitar back down. So that's number one. And number two is this YouTube channel. Love you guys. It's been fun. And I'm not done with it. But I know the way I kind of started that out sounded like I am. But I haven't posted in like a month an actual video or anything. And I've kind of gotten burnt out. Like I keep trying to like push videos out about like soloing and soloing with chord tones, melodic soloing, all this type stuff, because it's been it was so big for me to learn how to play melodic solos and actually learn how to like target the right notes while you're soloing. But like nobody cares. Like those videos are getting they're doing terribly. They're not getting a lot of views, and that's fine. Like I totally get it. And I should have known this beforehand, but like I want people to care about this because it was so big for me. But at the same time, I was also a beginner at one point, and I would look up like beginner versions of these songs, like, you know, just give me song lessons, give me guitar technique, just teach me how to play guitar. And I didn't mean like teach me advanced stuff like soloing with chord tones. That came much later, right? And most of that was like I watched a few videos on it, and then I went off and like, okay, I need to learn the fretboard. I need to learn what these notes are. I need to learn my intervals. And I did it all on my own because I watched a video, got the idea, went off and worked on it on my own. So it's not something that has been, you know, it's not a thing that most people care about. Like the broad audience doesn't care about it. So like I've gotten burnt out by, you know, I got a wife, 2 kids that are 3 and 6, full-time job. I'm trying to pull off YouTube at night and everything. And it's been difficult, and it's like demoralizing when you put a bunch of hours into making a video and it just totally flops. So like I think, you know, I'm gonna just kind of change up things that I do on the YouTube channel a little bit to kind of cater towards more of the beginner people and more of the people who are just like searching for things like song lessons or reviews on gear and things like that. And that's just gonna help me out a little bit and hopefully help out the channel, because I've been monetized since the fall and I've made like 110 bucks. So I'm not quite rolling in it yet, but you know, maybe someday. And, you know, one thing, I don't think I've lost interest in guitar. I mean, I've still been playing it, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to focus on the stuff that I care about. Like if it's a song I want to learn, then I'm going to learn it. I'm not going to learn something just because somebody on the internet tells me, oh, you need to play these songs that literally everybody plays because everybody knows them, to go play in a bar. Like if they don't want me playing in a bar because I'm playing stuff that I care about, then I guess that is what it is. But I need to enjoy playing music. And last night I came down, and I've been playing my electric guitar a ton because one of the other reasons, like I've been having some shoulder pain, but I don't want to get into that too much, but that's kind of been demoralizing too. And I'm trying to get that fixed. But I came down last night and just played my acoustic guitar for like 40 minutes. And I just played songs that I wanted to play and just sat here and sang. And it was so refreshing, instead of playing these new songs that I've been working on. And I'm like working on songs that are like too hard for me right now and stuff like that. And it was just so refreshing to just come down and play songs and sing and just get back into the things that I like. So I guess if you're going to take anything from this video, it's just that if you want to stay interested on guitar, yes, you need to learn new things. Yes, you need to keep being challenged, but you better be learning things that you care about and not things that you think other people want to hear or want you to learn. You need to learn what you care about. And it's different, obviously, if you're gigging in a band or whatever and you got to learn this cover song for a band and you don't really care about it. But there's more juice with all of that because you're playing with other people. But if you're just playing by yourself, like, don't waste your time learning some solo you don't care about or some song you don't care about. Like, what's the point? And I think if you go into a bar and play music, like, people are going to be more happy to watch you, like, passionately up there singing songs that you like if the songs are good, which they most likely are, or if you can make them sound good, then if you're up there with some like playing like Take Me Home by John Denver and you clearly could care less about playing that song. So moral of the story is, if you're going to do a YouTube channel, try not to get burnt out. Good luck. And if you're going to continue playing guitar and stay interested, then make sure you're worried about yourself and what your interests are. I hope you like this lesson. I hope to make more videos for you soon. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.